What's up, guys? Migs here. Market open 9:53 in the morning. I'm already done. I was done 18 minutes in. My main candidate, CHKP, didn't really work out as well as I wanted it to, but we also had TER, EW, and MRTX on the short side, as well as CRE, BA, TXN, Twitter on the long side. Oh, that's right. And we also had CMCSA. Now, I was watching the shorts as the market was actually turned out red this morning. So if you... We had a very big red day yesterday as well. So if you guys can see the first three candles here. So for the first... first three candles here are just really big and red. So that kind of helped out whatever shorts we had going on. So first trade I took was on TER. Let's see here. TER was kind of consolidating here, kind of going sideways. It gapped down. Let's see here. Let me connect these two first. TER. So it gapped down initially. It wasn't a really clean gap down because it gapped down and hit a low of 32 and it kind of bounced. And it gave me a few different levels here. The 35 level. And down here 32.50. So let me show you guys where these levels kind of came out from. There was a level, let's see here, let me pull up the yearly. Here we go. Right down here at 35 where it bounced multiple times. Let me put on the 200 and the 50-day moving average so you guys can see a little better. Alright, so the next level that we had on the gap down was up here, but this was above it, so I wasn't really concerned. But if we were to move up, I would expect it to start hitting its head right around that area. But we never actually ran into that problem. So the next level on the way down to act as support is right here around the 35. So if you guys will notice, there's three bounces right here on 3 different days, and then this actually used to be resistance. So resistance, once it's broken, it forms support. So right here it broke through on 35 and then it started acting as support and then it went higher. So this was definitely a significant level I marked out. And then below that was somewhere around 32.50, I believe. So there, and then down here the 32.50 mark. But we didn't really quite get that low yet. So now with TER, now let's break it back to the 1 minute. With TER kind of consolidating sideways, that kind of gives you an opening range. So it's it's playing within this level and you're just waiting for it to choose a direction. So if it goes to the low side, which is most likely what it's going to do, is it's deciding to go that way. The market's red, it's gapped down, you have room to fall on the downside. So let's see here. So what ended up happening is I got triggered right here at 36.50. I took 300 shares. I got in at 36.51 with my stop was going to be up here at 37.10. Now next candle, right here is where I got in, right at 9.34. And then right there, it just started tanking. So I only held it for a few minutes because it tanked so hard. I really should have taken 3/4 and then leave the last of it, just kind of let it run because it actually did end up running a lot more. So TER, I took 225 right at 35.83. So down, where was I? I was down here. So down at 35.83, I ended up taking like 70-something cents, 70 cents out of this. But if you notice, it actually kept going lower and it hit that 35 level, and when it hit that 35 level it started forming a base and it started coming back up. So now I'm not going to touch TER again. I got my money out of it. That and it looks like it's above VWAP in the 9. So for me to have a VWAP rejection trade, it would actually have to be under both. So let's see here. Yeah, this candle is kind of big. Usually I like for 2 or 3 candles to come back to VWAP in the 9 and then for it to get rejected. But with having a doji and then just this massive candle, I'm most likely not going to touch it. It very well could come back. Not really quite sure if it's going to do that or not. But to me, it's completely irrelevant now. It touched the 35 level that I had marked out. And I got my my money out of it. So I'm just going to leave it alone. Close to hitting my target. Not going to get greedy. Nothing else is setting up on the long side anyways because the SPY's just headed lower. So I'm not going to touch anything on the long side. I got rid of 35 shares at 35.72 and then the last 40 at 35.22. So ended up selling near the bottom. So I did pretty well on piecing out that. Ended up making 232 on that. Now CHKP was my other candidate. Now, I had a couple of levels marked out on this as well. Let's see here. So, if you guys will notice, gap down this morning. And from this, right here, we were going to short it if it came below the 94.80 mark. But it didn't. It just kind of kept going higher. Now, I was waiting for a hard pullback and then for it to just kind of bounce and make a lower high and then go. So, if you notice on here, it kind of started going sideways. So, instead of a retracement, it was having kind of like a consolidation. So it's gathering up more energy to either go higher or go lower. Now, as you guys can see here, my level here marked out at 95. It hit 94.99, which is what I got triggered at. I wasn't risking much at all. So you guys can see I was only risking $50 on this. Or actually a little bit less. Yeah, so actually I was going to have my stop up here around 96, but I decided not to. Just have it right here over this consolidation. I only lost $33 on it. But what I want to show you guys is that it got triggered and it went below 95. And it came back above this consolidation. So I got kicked out at 95.66. Now I want to show you guys where this level of 95 came from. 6 month. So on the gap down, there were two significant levels that stood out to me that I know I needed to mark out as it was tanking. So with this 97.30 level was the bottom of the pivot, but it wasn't really affecting it because it was above it. So if it decided to go higher, I would expect it to kind of stall out somewhere in that area. Then I could short it as it fails back down. But that wasn't the issue. So now we had this 95 level here marked out. And we actually ended up opening up below it, came up above it, and it's significant because it is the last pivot before there's really nothing under it. This was the 52-week low. So there's a lot of people that will come in at 52-week lows. I think I talked about this yesterday. There's a lot of investors that will come in at 52-week lows with good companies, with good earnings and potentials and all this stuff. So they'll come in at 52-week lows and then they'll scoop up the stock. And so that's why this level of 95 is very significant. It very well could fail, especially with the market being red. It very well could fail, but as of now, it is still trending up. And to me, it is not a short. So I'm not going to watch it for the rest of the day. It's, completely irrelevant to me. If you guys will notice, basically trending up here. Kind of broke trend a little bit there, but it's still technically trending up, and it's on the uptrend. It's above VWAP. It's above the 95. It's under the 9 currently, but it's higher highs. If you have higher highs and higher lows, it's textbook definition of trending up. So I'll probably end up seeing on where it ends up on the day and if it ends up cracking this 95 level, but I'm not going to trust it. As you can see, I got filled at 94.99 because it broke under 95, but there were a lot of buyers sitting there. Those were most likely a lot of investors that said, hey, if it comes down to 52-week lows, they call up their broker and tell them, hey, pick me up 500 shares or 1,000 shares or whatever. So I'm sure that there's a lot of investors sitting right here around this level. I kind of probably expect it to bounce, and then if it does want to fail, then it'll fail. But I know that there's people scooping this CHKP at around this level. So I'm just going to leave it alone, let it be. Let's see here. TXN, CRE, BA, Twitter, they're all under VWAP, so none of them are candidates for the long side. So yeah, it was kind of an uneventful morning. I didn't really take a lot of trades. I've been trying to kind of just pick and choose the best ones, take them, and then just be done for the day. So that's the recap for today. And if you guys have any questions, make sure to put it down in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, if you have not joined us yet on their Facebook group, make sure to do that. The link will be down in the description below, where I post my watch list for you guys every single day. Lastly, if you guys are curious on how I learned how to trade, I provided you guys with the discount code in the description. It comes with one-on-one mentoring, classes, and buying power. So make sure to take advantage of that. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.